Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. We're talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. You might get very angry at what I'm going to share with you. This news is insane. We've got new Jeopardy co-hosts, or guest hosts, I should say. Bezos is in the news. He steps down from Amazon. We're going to get into that. Plus the Golden Globes. This episode brought to you by our good pals over at Hero Soap Company. Link in the description below. Grab a bar of soap. You buy one, they send a bar of soap over to the troops. Very patriotic to support Hero Soap Company. Please do so. Jay Sabs joins us in a little bit. Frankie C is here right now. How you doing, my man?
Hanging in there. What's going
on? Ghislaine Maxwell. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready. I didn't hear this news pre-show, so I'm hearing it for the first time right now. What do we got?
Ghislaine Maxwell on January 21st received the COVID-19 vaccination. How pissed off are... Now, let me just say this. I get frustrated sometimes with some of my conspiracy theory loving friends because like everything's got to be a conspiracy theory and there's something everywhere. There's this, there's that.
Did they give her the bleach one? Because that's probably fine.
And that one. I get a little frustrated and tired of it sometimes. And then you get a story like this and you go, well, no. there's no reason for this. So something must be going on. This is like, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. If you want to get like, there are people that deserve it, obviously. And there are people that don't, don't deserve it, but people that shouldn't get it before others. Yeah.
That's one of them. I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, I know innocent till proven guilty. I know all the things. I know there's prisoner rights and all that stuff. But even on the most logistical point of view, prisoners, by definition, are quarantining. I mean, there's really no reason.
The only thing I can imagine is in order to help control the spread of the virus, because prisoners, they're quarantining, but guards come in and out. Other people, I'm sure doctors or whoever has to come in and out of the prison have to do that. So prisoners mingle, right? I don't know if Maxwell's not. She's in general. Is she in Gen Pop?
Supposedly she's not in isolation anymore.
So if all these people are mingling and they don't want the entire prison to be a COVID prison, I don't know. I don't think they should have gotten it before the general public.
How about, to your point, let's vaccinate the guards? How about let's vaccinate the guards?
Did we vaccinate the guards?
That'd be the smartest move because you don't really have to vaccinate the prisoners if you're vaccinating the guards. You know what I'm saying?
That's a BS move.
How in the world does Ghislaine Maxwell? My father got on the list. My mother got rejected. They're within a year of age. They live together. They're,
How did your mom get rejected?
She just couldn't get it. They had to go. They're down in Florida. They had to apply for it.
Yeah, but you have to be just over a certain age, right?
Yeah, but you have to get it. You have to get an appointment. And when they went to go do it, my father, his thing got through and hers didn't. And they're still trying to get it for her. Yet Ghislaine Maxwell in a prison in Brooklyn.
Front of the line.
Here you go, ma'am.
That is BS, man.
I mean,
that's not cool. Give it to the guards, give it to the doctors, I'm sure it's got to be anybody in law enforcement has to have it, right? Did they go through law enforcement yet?
Supposedly it was doctors, nurse, first responders, all the first responders, essential workers, those people.
Police?
First. First responders. Yeah, those are
all right. So then the guards probably have it. That's
But I don't even think all of those people have gotten it yet. Did
she get both doses?
Everywhere you read, no, she got
her first dose.
January 21st. So second dose.
That was a week ago.
Probably any
little day, over a week. That's almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it should be any day now.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Can you friggin' believe this? Ghislaine Maxwell gets the goddamn COVID-19 vaccination. And because what my point I was going to make was everywhere you read, people are like, oh, there's not enough, or it was not allocated right, or we've kind of been in a little bit of a messy situation as far as doling out this vaccine to begin with.
Yeah, it's just going slowly, and it wasn't going to be everybody gets it in the first month. It was never going to be that. That's not the way it goes. It's just way too many people, not enough facilities, etc. That's just the way we all knew it was going to go. It was going to roll out in stages. We get that. The problem is who's invited into those stages. I mean, we don't have them yet.
I don't have one. I mean,
I'm not saying throw me into the front of the line. I'm not an essential worker, nor am I, anybody that there's. I'm not of, in middle age. I'm not, over whatever age. And
you know how we find out, like with viruses or certain things, that there are some people that are just like immune to it, like they just cannot get it. I'd like to see that person get the vaccine before Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I'd also love to get it to like frogs and insects before we give it to Ghislaine Maxwell.
There should be the people who get it, and then there's if we have enough left over.
I speak into this microphone every show, Frankie C. I'd like to see this little part. I'd love to get this thing vaccinated, to be honest with you.
How often do you watch that thing?
What?
How often do you watch that thing?
Not often enough, I don't believe. Apologize.
That thing, you shine a black light on that thing.
It looked like
a light bulb.
Looked like a Motel 8 on the side of a highway.
Telling you. But yeah, no, there's definitely millions, if not almost everyone on the planet should have it first before Ghislaine.
Yeah. Did you know that she had to do a quarantine at one point?
What do you mean?
She had a quarantine. All right, well, let's get into the details. Well, first, let's do our hero soap read. Best soap on the planet here. This soap is the exact opposite of Ghislaine Maxwell. It is pure, it is lovely, and it benefits the troops.
Nice.
Also, it doesn't require a COVID vaccination. This thing, good to go, right out of the package. You don't have to do anything to it, which I like.
And it could go anywhere in the world.
Yes. And it does, because when you buy one, they send a bar of soap over to the troops. Then they take a little money out of their profits, and they go and build homes for veterans that are coming back from service. It's the most extraordinary company I've ever come across. They are fantastic people. And, of course, they have that subscription, which is a great Valentine's Day gift for Valentine's Day people coming up. 20% off on that subscription when you use the promo code Anthony at checkout. Only when you use the link in the description of this episode. So no matter where you're watching from, YouTube, Facebook, or Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, whatever, you can click the link in the description, and that will take you to our Hero Soap Company website, which is just great. In November, she had to do a 14-day quarantine over at the Sunset Park jail after a staffer in her unit tested positive for the coronavirus.
This is me playing the violin, by the way.
She has complained that the pandemic has made her incarceration even worse. Inmates have been unable to receive family visits, and meetings with lawyers are complicated due to COVID-19 protocols. She also complained about her computer setup, which also pissed me off a bit. Because again, you're of the I am of the mindset of I don't want her to skip on any sort of technicality. So you want to make sure she's getting
legally.
You
don't want it to be
right.
Her rights weren't read and she walks. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You want everything on the up and up.
Exactly. So it's important that all that stuff is taken care of, despite the fact that nobody wants her to have any sort of luxury or anything. But that being said, this is not the friggin' vaccine that we're talking about. I hear everywhere in New York, in Florida, family in other parts of the country, Pennsylvania, of some of my elderly, family members that they can't get an appointment anywhere to get the vaccine. And this piece of garbage has the vaccine. By the way, there were a few dozen women in her unit that declined to get the vaccination. So
and just because they maybe don't trusted or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, but now, I passed that along because, you know, it's got to be all or none. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when you're in that confined area. Like, there's no point in just giving it to some of them because you're not going to control any sort of,
Well, I guess it would keep, like, if they gave it to 50% of the population
Yeah.
in a prison, that 50% at least, they don't have to, worry about clogging up a hospital or anything with them.
I guess the other way to look at it too is keep this bitch healthy so she can get to trial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Could you imagine?
Were he alive, you think Epstein would have gotten it by now?
Probably would have gotten the first dose the way the way this world seems to be working.
Unbelievable.
Could you imagine if she died in jail and they were like, "Oh, COVID." It would never.
Maybe that, you know what? I bet the prosecution was like, please get her the vaccine. We want her to be healthy for this trial.
Yeah.
We don't want her to get COVID. We don't want her to get, maybe that could be some part of it. But
that might have been
what
it.
strings were pulled and what lever, I don't know, to get her this vaccine, whether the motive was positive or not, or negative, who knows? She got it. And a lot of people out there deserving of it didn't get it.
It feels super backwards, and it feels very like our government to do something like this, where take care of the first responders, take care of the elderly, then take care of the not elderly that are still vulnerable, then get everybody else, and then get, these people in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take care of the people, the law-abiding citizens.
Right.
And then,
right.
When we get around to you, well, yeah, we're not going to deny you the vaccine, but you got to wait.
I mean, what's next? They're going to give her a tax break or something like that? Is that what,
Or, they'll give her organic food.
Yeah. I think at this point, they're just monitoring her to see if she passes go so they can give her $200. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Do we squeeze it all out? Do we wring everything out of it? We could.
That's all we're going to get.
Is that it?
That's enough to begin with.
Do the prisoners get the stimulus check, like the COVID stimulus checks that went out? Did they get those? They shouldn't.
Well, I don't know I think it's just you have to be a citizen with a bank account. I'm not sure. I think everybody gets it.
We should really look at it because that doesn't see, especially because it's supposed to help the economy now, right? And they're in jail, so they can't really do anything with it. What do they do? Buy a couple extra packs of cigarettes and ramen noodle packages?
Yeah, they could spend money. They spend money in jail. Plus, their family, if their family has access to, if a dad is in jail, the wife could, get it's an extra $2,000 for the family. I don't know. I don't know what the requirements are for I thought it was just if the household makes a certain, less than a certain amount of money, they get the stimulus check. I think that was the only requirement. Whether or not they're,
Yeah, feels like there should have been an addendum in there.
Do not know.
Let's see here. People in prison who do not receive the stimulus payment. Why prison inmates should get COVID-19 stimulus funds from USA Today in October. People who are in prison can get the stimulus check. This is in November.
So they can.
Hold on a second. Let me see what. $1,200 stimulus checks should go to incarcerated people. Judge rules. Why their eligibility?
Oh, that's the $1,200 one. That's the old one.
Is that was the oldest one? This is October 2020. What was the new one? It was $600 only?
That was when, wasn't it $2,000, the new one?
The $1,200 stimulus checks authorized by Congress via the CARES Act did not exclude incarcerated people from receiving those payments. When the government began to deploy the cash, it reversed those rules and started to withhold payments from prisoners. Now a California judge has ruled that those people should receive the money, while the U.S. government has indicated it may appeal.
I mean, their families. They're prisoners, yes, but they also have families that didn't do anything wrong. So, they have to, I guess, if families lose jobs, I mean, everybody gets their fair share, I guess.
How prisoners were
I
excluded.
don't know.
The CARES Act passed by Congress in March did not disqualify incarcerated people. The government began sending stimulus checks by direct deposit in April. At that time, prisoners were included, according to Janet Holtzblatt, senior fellow at the Urban blah, 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 blah. Then in May, an evaluation from the U.S. Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration identified deceased and incarcerated people as two groups who were receiving the stimulus payments. The IRS then updated its COVID frequently asked questions to answer no in response to the question whether or not prisoners were eligible. At that point, it stopped sending the money to inmates. It also asked inmates who had received the money to send it back. Fat chance.
That's hilarious.
Holtzblatt said the door had already been opened, payments had gotten out, and they were trying to get them back. The government shifted its stance several times on
That
prisoners.
was the first check.
This was the first one. That included
A year
established blah 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 blah. Key deadlines are okay. So I guess because they literally didn't put it in the actual legislation. Is that the technicality why the judge was like they're not? Yeah, I tell you, this friggin' Congress, can they get anything right?
Can they put one thing through? One thing I'm completely against is when they do I forget what it's called, but when they do not riders, but when they just attach things to other bills and
addendums.
And that's the crap. Yeah, and that's the crap that holds the big main thing up.
Oh, so the pork that you're talking about. Yeah.
So one thing at a time. Why does everything have to go, 100 things into one bill? Just do one. Get one thing going. Then worry about the next thing.
Well, and then in this bill, wasn't this the thing too that it was like, whatchamacallit? They gave something to Pakistan, or we gave aid to some country, which is like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be giving aid to countries. There's something good in that actually for us too, but that shouldn't be coming out of the money that this country needs right now for us for this particular instance. Like, you could talk about aid to wherever, but a lot of these people like snuck in these BS things, and
that's what I'm talking about.
We only got $600 this time around, as opposed to $1,200 or $2,000, which was what the president was talking, and some other people were talking about too. And it was like, this isn't. It's par for the course. By the way, this is why Trump, this is why Bernie Sanders are so popular. These exact moments right here are why we are so thirsty for something different and out of the box and out of the ordinary. This is the very reason why, so
we can't get caught up in that's a huge problem I have. They attach all these things that kiboshes the whole deal, and then the big thing suffers. And it's like, can we just focus on the big thing without adding? You look at some of these bills, and they're like this thick.
I know.
And it's like, what are we doing? No one's just past page one. Let's get through page one.
Yeah.
Past that, and we'll get to page 2.
700 pages, and not one person could put a line in there about, prisoners shouldn't get this. It's unbelievable.
Something. Who's writing this stuff?
I don't know.
God.
I feel like I'm an overly shiny person. I feel like it'll all be okay. We'll straighten it all out, but
it will.
For the people that are angry, you have a right to be angry. You really, really do. You have every right to be angry and upset.
This is BS right here.
Yeah, that's total BS. I agree. Her getting this thing right off the bat is
ahead of everyone else. Yeah,
it's awful and disgusting. There's no 2 ways about it. All right, Frankie C, let's transition into something a little bit more positive, and that is Jeopardy. We know that we've got some guest hosts lined up for Jeopardy. They just rolled out a ton more.
Ooh, what do we got?
Just announced. Do you want to hear who has been added or who is already there?
Who has already been on?
Yeah, who's already been announced or who was just announced? What do you want to hear first?
The first group who's already been announced.
Okay. Well, Ken Jennings, he seems to be the front runner, right?
Right. Well, he's the guy that's been doing it.
He's the guy that's been doing it for a little while now.
Right.
They mentioned Katie Couric, who I think is going to wind up getting it. Let's see here. Bu- 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 bu.
Did they ask us to do it yet?
No.
Are we on that list? No.
Jeopardy executive producer Mike Richards. That's interesting to go with a behind the scenes guy.
Was that Kramer?
No, I thought it was for a second. I was
Different Mike Richards.
wait a second. Katie Couric, Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers.
Interesting choice.
Bill Whitaker from 60 Minutes.
Okay.
Mayim Bialik.
Mayim Bialik, sure.
Who's that?
Blossom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's her name from Big Bang Theory? And now Kat?
That's why I don't know that. I despise that show.
Call Me Kat. I think she has her new show.
So that's who's been added. Aaron Rodgers, I got to say, piques my interest the most. I want to see,
Where that came from. That's out of the blue, huh?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Well, you got to get the sports guys involved somehow. Sports guys aren't going to be into any of these other people.
Who's the guy that co-hosted with Kelly Ripa for a while? Michael
Strahan.
Strahan.
I'm shocked Strahan hasn't made his way to this list yet. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
He should be pulling for it.
He's another one of those Ryan Seacrest Juniors where it's like, I got to have 75 jobs. I just can't be at home. Yeah.
Did Seacrest, is he announced?
Seacrest is not a part of this either.
Wow.
They're keeping those people out. Here's who they have just added. Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't love Dr. Oz, but he's a doctor. It kind of fits the profile. I think he'd be good.
You got to be a doctor?
No, you got to be smart, and he's personable.
Yeah, but it's kind of annoying.
My Republican conservative friends are going to love this one. Anderson Cooper.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, he's a personality, well-spoken.
Yeah. He'd be good, but he's got his own TV show. I don't know why.
So is Katie Couric.
No, she doesn't.
I don't know. What is she doing nowadays?
That's like in your 1994 world. Yes, Katie Couric is still on TV.
Listen, a new show's coming out next month. It's about 6 people that gather in a coffee shop. Buddies. I don't know, but it should be good. I hear good things.
Today, co-anchor Savannah Guthrie will be
Hey, she has her own half show.
Yeah, she does. And she's on NBC too. That's what's interesting. I think Oz is on CBS, so they're kind of going across network lines here to make.
Yeah, are they allowed to do that in their contracts? I guess so.
I don't know. And just to make it interesting with Dr. Oz, Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Sanjay Gupta. Doctor.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who do you think? That's the CNN guy.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think? Who do you think wins in a fight, Dr. Sanjay Gupta or Dr. Oz?
I think Gupta.
Gupta?
Oz is a little old. He's getting up there. I don't think he could throw down as well as he could.
You think Gupta can take him?
The Gupta, the Gupta machine, they call him.
I'd like to see Gupta Oz in the ring. I think that would be an amazing little.
That cough you heard, courtesy of J Sabs, trying to make her way.
No, the people didn't hear. I don't have J Sabs up yet. The people didn't hear.
Oh,
that.
Didn't hear the cough.
No,
okay.
They didn't hear the cough.
All right.
They cannot hear J Sabs.
Did I ruin the surprise?
You did.
We did kind of tease that you were coming up on the show.
Yeah, because we got a new. I don't know if people have noticed, but we got a new sidebar that is going to be relaying the information of the topics that we're discussing. So this is for my YouTube people out there that are like,
yeah, anybody watching this knows what's happening.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know when you're talking about what or what's happening or what's going on. So
follow this little arrow guy right here.
Now we got a little arrow thing, like 1984, like your little turtle on the Mac.
There he is.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, let's bring in J Sabs and see if she can get along with the new sidebar here. She's definitely not in. There we go.
Well, hold on. Because the other night, I was definitely off center.
Yeah. Well, you're always a little off center.
I'm always a little off center. You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Jeopardy.
I'm not going to lie to you, J Sabs. If the one guy who hates you and uses the hashtag, what was the hashtag? Throw Janine off?
Boycott J Sabs.
Yeah.
I was going to say, let's not spread the hashtag around. But
That's true. Thank you. You know what, Frank? Thank you.
I was
By
going
the
to
way,
say,
I had a
let's
really good
not-
comeback to him the other day. Sorry.
I was just now I can't do it, but I was just gonna announce a new boycott JSABS T-shirt. That would have been that was.
Oh
Cool.
my God.
I'd love to
And
get
if
that.
someone orders it, I'm done. That's it.
Is this guy going to claim credit for it, though?
Oh, I don't
I'll
know.
give him a piece of the profits. I don't mind sharing. He came up with it.
Give him the 13 cents.
He's pioneering the movement, so he deserves to get a little out of his little in his kick for sure.
Oh God.
For
There you
sure.
go.
Yeah. Can you
So
back up a
JSABS.
little bit, Janine? You are so
Yeah,
close to the
You're
camera.
right in our face.
There you
Hey.
go. There it is.
You mean this is not good?
Janine, who wins in a fight? Dr. Oz or Dr. Sanjay Gupta?
Oz. He's got it.
No.
He's small, but he packs a punch.
I don't think he's as fast as he used to be. He's like 65.
He's scrappy.
hell?
Isn't he from Brooklyn, though? You got to watch out for them Brooklyn people. They never
Exactly.
lose that
You know
feistiness.
what? He's smart.
Yeah.
He probably could
So
bang
am
for
I.
hours, that guy, too.
I'm from
Right, what do
Brooklyn,
you
too.
think?
What does that tell you?
Yeah, but you're from the wimpy part of Brooklyn.
I am not.
You're from the cafe latte, crunchy oatmeal part of Brooklyn, or granola, as the kids
I
say.
am not. Canarsie, baby.
Well, the woman's hair is longer. No, the men's hair is longer than the woman's.
Yeah, you're from the Brooklyn where man buns are very popular.
Negative.
Oh, okay. Maybe I got that wrong.
Negatory.
Out of who wins in a fight, Anderson Cooper or Savannah Guthrie, I'm going to give that to Savannah all the way. I think
Oh,
she'd
yeah,
kick the
all
shit
the
out of
way.
He's a
Anderson.
scrapper.
Yeah.
She'll fight dirty.
Yeah, she'll get nasty. She'll get in there, mix it up a bit, that's what I like about her. Ken Jennings, Blossom, Bill Whitaker, Aaron Rodgers, Katie Couric, Gupta, Guthrie, Cooper, and Oz.
A lot of boring people. Let's get some fun people in there.
We
We
need
got doctors. It's like,
we need Neil deGrasse Tyson so he could
that
like,
would be great.
and he could like
Exactly.
stop in the middle of the game and explain stuff to us, which is like the best part of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I love when he explains stuff to us.
Yeah, like
He's a smart guy.
we wouldn't actually finish games, like we wouldn't actually finish an episode of the
No.
game, but it would be like, oh, we learned some shit, so it's awesome.
Or we
that's
knock
why.
out Wheel of Fortune. We make it an hour long.
I'm not
Hour-long
opposed.
Jeopardy.
I'm not opposed to that. Actually, I'm not opposed to that. That's not bad. That might be the best idea you've ever had.
Thank you. What about Bill Nye?
No, I don't. He's too skinny to me. I don't. He's too skinny and
Skinny?
long.
Too
Yeah.
skinny to host Jeopardy? What does that mean?
Yeah, it's no good. He's very tall, pointy-ish head. I don't like any of it. He looks
He's the science guy, though.
he looks like if somebody put hair on top of one of the cone heads. It just doesn't work. I don't care for any of it.
You don't want to look at that every night at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, it's too much. It's too thin. It's too, I don't know. I don't like seeing too
That's
many
what she said.
bones. Janine, are you sipping champagne? I can't talk.
Well,
You know, it's Wednesday, right?
I don't really know.
Just saying. No judgment.
Listen, when you have two small kids under the age of 2, then you could talk.
Yeah, but champagne? I mean, if you were
no.
drinking tequila, I get it.
It's not really champagne.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought this on New Year's Eve, but never drank it. It's called Cavadina, and it's from Italy. I guess it's like champagne because it's bubbly. Technically, it has to be called champagne, right? Because it's bubbly, or no?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
it has a
it's only
peach
champagne
flavor.
if it comes from France.
Oh, then it's not champagne. It's bubbly and it has a peach flavor.
Oh, so it's peach bubbly champagne? Is that what you're saying?
I guess.
All right.
Oh,
Sparkling
listen,
something.
the reason I'm drinking it is because I made shrimp tonight, and I didn't want to drink red wine with it, and I cannot drink white wine.
Do you ever drink something like else? I don't know. Water, soda, juice, milk, anything else
Just water.
with dinner? Water.
Water and seltzer.
All right. I give you that.
Water and seltzer.
I'm telling you. Bill Nye, I'd watch him on Jeopardy every day.
No.
Frank's like, I don't care about what you drink.
Never going to happen.
Just drink Snapple and Coke. You'll be healthy.
I can't drink champagne. It's too gassy. It's too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gotta have really good champagne.
It's too carbonated. Oh, is that? Are you saying I drink
What, you
cheap
drink-
champagne?
Well, you drank sparkling limeade the other day.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Isn't that bubbly and gassy?
Yeah, I mean it was a little on the carbonated side, but it was still pretty
Champagne is different than seltzer, though. The way
That
they
wasn't
make it is
seltzer,
different.
Sparkling.
I think
Whatever the hell this thing is.
I think champagne is more carbonated than seltzer.
I don't know the amounts of carbonation.
Birthdays were the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we're thirsty.
Because we're thirsty.
Jeff
Biggie.
Bezos has stepped down from Amazon. He didn't give an exact reason why, but I surmise that he is stepping down from Amazon so that he can fully transition into Dr. Evil. That's what I'm thinking.
I think he
That
wants to
is
try
a
his hand at the
good-
Blue Man Group.
Maybe if he was lathered in blue paint, he would be. Yeah. You ever see a picture of Jeff Bezos when he was like 20, whatever?
Does he look like Liam Hemsworth?
He looks like George Costanza. He was like a fat,
Wow.
old,
Or
like
Chris
kind of
Hemsworth. One of the
balding.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, hold on. Let me bring up here young pictures. Jeff Bezos young pictures. Yeah.
But I wanted to add that this goes down easy, just like Frank's mom.
Oh, that's true. She does blow a lot of people.
Damn it. Another thing I told you in confidence.
There was Bezos. Look, he was like
Look at that schlub.
frumpy and the hair and everything.
If you look up schlub in the dictionary, there's that picture.
It was old school
Exactly.
Jeff Bezos, and now he looks
He
like
looks
Dr. Evil. Like, come on, that's
50 something, right?
What do you do? Oh, no. Very good. $100 billion.
I mean, that's basically what's rolling around in their in their boardroom is that kind of talk. Yeah, and the whole
No,
I
for
miss
real,
those
all
movies.
joking aside,
Yeah.
why do you think he did this?
why did he step down?
He doesn't have to do anything ever for the rest of his life. Who cares?
It's so weird because we've kind of touched on this at times. Like, I could never, if I was 1/1,000,000th of a success as Jeff Bezos was, I would have quit. Like, it's just, how do you keep
I think
going?
that's why. And I'm sure he still has some stake in his company. He's not, he
So-
probably has a percentage or something.
He's stepping down as CEO. He's going to continue to be chairman of the board. So it's not like he's
Right.
not involved. He's going to be involved. But I was reading about this and it was pretty interesting. They were saying how he's got all these other companies. He's got this, like, I'm going to save the earth fund. And he's got like I want to be like Elon Musk with rocket ships company. And so he's got all these other things, but he's getting his ass kicked in the rocket ship department by Elon Musk. Right. I mean,
Oops.
Bill
If I had a
Gates.
dime.
Bill
Every
Gates'
time I heard
charity
that.
work is far superior than his. So he's got all these other little things going on that he's
Bill
not
Gates.
doing well. Yeah. And then this article was really interesting. It was saying how the company's so, by the way, this is the most successful company in the history of companies. Like,
Oh, is it really?
there's
Amazon?
Amazon, from where it started to where it is now in value, in innovation. This is not me saying this. This was like across the board, CNBC, Bloomberg market shit. Like, there's never been, like, any metric that you measure it with. There's never been a bigger company than this one. Like, there's also this point of, like, he grew this thing so huge. Kind of, where do you go from
Right
here?
after this.
Yeah, there's nowhere to kind of expand and grow.
You know,
And
he made $1 gajillion. He probably just wants to enjoy it now.
I don't
Or
think
just
so.
give it to his wife that he's divorcing.
Yeah, I love that wife. She's the best. Every time, like, they do something, she just goes, I'm going to give $1 million to this charity, and just makes him look like absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
She's
Well,
fantastic.
all right. So you think he's gearing up for some kind of big charity thing?
I think he's going to focus on his charity. I think he's going to do the rocket ship company, and they got a couple of other things that they're doing. You know,
Is he going to guest host Jeopardy?
I'd like to get him on
God.
there. I'd like to get him
Maybe.
a night, at least a Thursday or a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At one.
Biggest company ever, but yet they don't pay their employees. Was it personal leave? Personal days? Sick days? Which one was it?
There's a ton wrong with what's going on with their
Yeah.
employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some of their employees, like Walmart, that are like on welfare, like they're employed,
Yeah.
but they still need government assistance. It makes no sense.
And this
No.
guy's got, what is he worth? 120 billion, 110, 110 billion?
I'll give you the exact number because it changes all the time. But yeah,
Basically an obscene amount.
it's disgusting what he's worth.
But yeah, he can't give his employees that. See? Oh,
Take $1 billion out of your life.
that's it.
And you'd set up all your employees.
According to a month ago, he was worth 184 billion.
Almost 200 billion. Which is just, take 1 billion of that, which is what, 0.5% of your net worth, and give it to your employees. And all of your employees will be set up and they won't have to be on welfare.
Yeah.
Right. What is it? Like for Amazon driver, you get paid what, $15 an hour here or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is what? Is minimum wage?
Yeah, I don't know how people live on minimum wage.
It's disgusting.
I mean, you can't do it in New York. I don't know how they do it.
No, you can't.
I don't know how anybody does it.
It's absurd. I mean, the wealth is not evenly distributed in this country. Not that it should be evenly distributed, but it's not fairly distributed.
Yeah, but you know what? I always make this point because people will criticize. But if I'm Bezos and, okay, I have people who load boxes. All right, there's people who load boxes in other companies. But I feel like if, on average, people who get paid to load boxes make $12 and I'm Bezos, I'm going to pay $20 and I'm going to get the absolute best box loaders that I could possibly get. And there's going to be less issues and less problems because people care about the $8 more an hour they're making, and they're going to work and be better workers.
But you're only going to be worth 90 billion. Uh-oh.
I mean, that's, again, and that's just not for the box loaders, but across the board. I would pay my executives more. I would pay my drivers more.
Well,
I'd be the highest paying company.
The drivers are what, $15 an hour. Like, I don't know how much you get paid in the company. You know, like you said, if you're a box loader.
The next person, there's Jeff Bezos. Wonder who the next person down, what they get paid. Like, what's the gap?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Google.
I'll see what the.
Let's get to for Google.
I think the
see what the Google
name,
machine says.
Ask his company what his company makes. Use his company to see what his company makes.
But at some point, these CEOs figured it out in the last 20 years. This is across the board. They were like, I'll just pay myself a shit ton of money for this job. And then they were like, well, I can't just give myself a big fat salary. So I'll just give myself big fat bonuses and big fat, golden parachutes for when I leave, and stock options and all this other crap. And that's exactly what they do. And a lot of these guys and girls, mostly guys, they get into a company, they drive the stock price up, and they go, look how great I was doing. The underlyings of the company kind of are falling apart, but they don't care because the shareholders are all super happy. And then they exit with this huge stock evaluation, and then they're set for the rest of their lives.
Just, this says it all
Frankie
right here.
C on the stocks.
Yeah.
This is how they make their money. I don't understand why we can't grasp this.
Bullshit on that, by the way. All the meme stocks are tanking and costing your old pal Ann a lot of money. A lot of money.
How is your Robinhood account doing?
It's awful. It sucks. I hate Robinhood, and I hate everybody that was involved in this whole thing that dragged me into it.
You know what's funny?
Nobody dragged you into anything. God.
Yes, they did.
I actually asked a stockbroker friend of mine. Well, he used to be a stockbroker. Used to work with him, and I'm like, so what do you think of this? Did you do it? He's like, I haven't invested in stocks since I left. He's like, because I'm smart.
Yeah.
I mean, and he did it for a living.
Well, if he was smart, he'd invest in the ones that he knows are good, no? I mean...
Well, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's not a sure thing ever, but... smart people make smart investments.
What we saw last week was not a not sure thing. What we saw last week was highway robbery and gross negligence.
Yeah.
It was literally, they're beating us. Let's shut the game down and crush everything.
Which is ridiculous.
bunch of crap. How that's not? I mean, it is. They're taking it to court and everything. That's not good. But what they'll get away with is just absurd too.
Yep.
Okay, so Andy Jassy, who is taking over for Jeff Bezos at the end of the year when he steps down, he is worth $377 million.
Oh,
That is a huge jump. It's still a lot. It's still a
That's a lot of
friggin'
money.
ton.
But the fact that he hasn't stabbed Jeff Bezos at this point is pretty.
Can you imagine your boss makes almost $200 billion and you're making 300 million. I'd be happy with.
Yeah.
But just to be making that much more than you, I mean,
The mere fact that the lower level workers, whether they're in the warehouses or in the office, haven't kidnapped this son of a bitch and held him
Right.
for ransom is amazing. It's a miraculous.
it's like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Hello.
Yeah.
well, you got to imagine this 100 billionaire guy is secured up to the one,
Oh yeah, I'm
the
sure.
wazoo,
Where's he live? California?
most likely.
I think he lives everywhere. I think he lives wherever he wants.
He's in the
Sure.
walls and in our anything electric.
I think he
inside
sleeps
of
in
it.
a new house every single night. I think that's how he does it.
You think he runs the Matrix?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is he
Are
the
we in the
one?
Matrix?
He might be Neo.
I don't know.
Oh God.
I don't know. But again, at a certain point, like you look at it, you go, when is enough? And maybe he just kind of got to the point where it's like, enough is enough. I honestly, though, the vibe that I get from it was that not that he was forced out, but that it was literally the company was hitting so many different walls in so many different areas that it was like, you gotta change course. Like now's the time to change course.
What if
Oh God.
theory? Here's a conspiracy theory for people to go nuts with.
Yes.
I'm not basing this on anything.
Donald Trump takes over Amazon. I'm gonna take.
That would
Excuse
be
me.
great.
No.
Excuse
Here's
me. I could do it. It'd be fantastic.
I have the best apples.
Yes.
What if Bezos did or said something just disgusting or absurd, and it was gonna come out, and this is
Oh.
just them putting out a fire before it comes out?
I think.
That's possible.
You think so, Janine?
It's possible. There's many things that go on in corporations that
Like-
people step down because
Like he pulled a Papa John's.
Or like Morgan Wallen? Did you hear about this Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap! Yep.
By the way, you know I'm not one for cancel culture at all, but I listen. Morgan Wallen, for those you don't know, Morgan Wallen is a country star, country singer,
this
and
is why I don't like country music.
and
Yeah,
This is why.
he
This is
used
why.
the N-word a couple times. And I've seen people like who have like quoted the N-word or they were referring to something who have been shamed unfairly, right? So I've seen that. So with that in mind, I'm like, oh, let me see. When I see this, I'm like, oh, let me see what this is about. I went and watched the video where he used the N-word, and yeah, he.
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh yeah, it's.
What is going on in the video? I thought I saw it, but I don't know if I saw the whole thing.
He says he's getting like kicked out or he's leaving a house, a party or something.
Oh yeah.
And he's arguing with somebody and he says, and it's dark at night, so I can't really even see, but he says to the person, tell that bleep to go back inside or wherever he says. I'm obviously, I don't remember the exact thing, but he's saying like, tell that bleep. And he said, here's what got me. Wasn't necessary. Shouldn't have said it from the beginning with, but it definitely wasn't necessary on top of he shouldn't have said it. And he said it twice. And he sounded like he was intoxicated, which always, a little bit of booze always kind of unlocks that inner racist in you. It always kind of lets that person out a little bit easier if you're
Whoops.
holding in those inner racist feelings, And so he kind of just threw it out there twice. And I was like, yeah, that's
That's a rough one to come back from.
It's somebody
that
who
word.
has a bit of a problem. Yeah. Somebody's
word.
got a problem.
I don't know. Has there been anybody that has said it and come back?
Yeah, Kramer.
Kramer kind of
He
came.
did not come back.
He didn't come back, but Seinfeld kind of came to his aid a bunch. He kind of
Yeah, but what's the
stood by
last thing
him.
you saw besides Curb? What's the last thing you saw Kramer on?
And he did do the curb. Yeah, well, he wasn't going to do anything anyways.
I'm sure he would have.
Yeah,
He
maybe.
tried to
Did
get
anybody else really? No. I mean,
what's her name? Cooking.
yeah, she had her own show, right?
She's gone.
Oh yeah. They replaced her with a lookalike too. That was the best part of that whole story.
Dean, what's her name?
They were like, "We'll just get another sassy old gray-haired lady. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
There's plenty of you in the South. We'll just, it's
They could apologize up and down, but
no."
that's a tough one to come back from.
And this is a tough one for. And by the way, this is Morgan Wallen is the same guy that blew COVID protocol week before he was supposed to guest on Saturday Night Live.
That's right. Oh, it is.
That's the same guy who was like, "Here's your big break."
This is why I don't like country music. This is why I don't like country music.
See,
okay?
you're stereotyping all of country
I
music
am.
based on one guy.
I don't like country music. That's why.
Clearly, Morgan knows
popular.
he's got a couple of issues. He's not the sharpest knife in the
You
sharp
can't
knife
say
drawer.
all country music is no good because of one guy.
Okay, I'll blame it on that then.
Yeah,
Blame it on whatever you want.
but not good for him. But as far as Jeff Bezos goes, I think if he said something, I don't think anything like that stays under wraps. I just don't.
Well, maybe it's bound to come out. Maybe it's going to come out.
Maybe.
They just got ahead of it a little bit.
Maybe. Oh, you know what? One of the things that they cited was, by the way, from Trump people out there. Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to be interjected.
Excuse me.
This is going to be fantastic. Everybody listen. They were saying that because Bezos bought the Washington Post and the Post was basically just chewing out Trump's ass for, 4 years. And then Trump went and gave I forget some Pentagon contract. He didn't give it to Amazon Web Services. He gave it to somebody else, and it cost them like $10 billion. They were kind of saying that was one of the reasons why, because
I don't blame him then.
all his businesses, because if you're Amazon, if you're Amazon, you don't need the Washington Post. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And they looked at that like, oh, well, Bezos wanted that, and now it cost Amazon $10 billion. It was one of the many things. It wasn't the only thing, but it was one of a list of things where you could see like he as an entity, Bezos, and his growing portfolio was starting to be a little bit like counterproductive for the company itself.
That was, but it's his company. Or it was.
Not anymore. I mean, it's a publicly traded
company,
and it's got shareholders and a board of directors, and
Yeah.
So
you think they forced him out?
I don't know if they forced him out, but I think it kind of gets to the point where he's accomplished everything he could possibly accomplish. There's no beating it. Yeah. Now you're running into things if you want to own the Washington Post so bad, go own the Washington Post. You can't.
Right.
You can't you saw a scenario there where you can't kind of do both. You can't be both of those things.
I guess he thought he could. I mean, the Washington Post. It's like almost every news outlet, newspaper, was ripping on Trump for 4 years.
Right.
But the Washington Post never had a good thing to say. The Washington Post's entire motive was just like, what happened today? Oh, this was bad about Trump. Like they were blaming potholes in Brooklyn on the president. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Well, that's the infrastructure. We got to talk about infrastructure. And potholes. That's de Blasio. He's not running. Yeah.
Well, blame everything on de Blasio anyway. So
in a way, you can kind of say Trump helped take Bezos down. In a way.
Oh,
that's your theory. You don't know that.
Oh,
you don't.
And finally, Golden Globes, Frankie C. Are they coming up? Did they pass? Or we got the nominations, right?
We just got all the nominees.
Yeah.
The list came out. The actual awards ceremony is February 28th. It's a Sunday, I believe. And
let me guess, it's virtual.
I don't know, but they. I don't know if it's virtual, but
there's nothing worse than watching a award show than watching it virtually.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could. You know how they do like the awards that they don't show you on TV. They could do a lot of those.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, most of it's just you want to see who wins. You want to see the beginning stuff, like people walking in and everything.
Movie,
But
actress,
you want the best movie,
Actor.
actress, TV show, especially Golden Globes. You got TV shows, you got actors and actresses.
This is the one I like then.
Okay. Yeah. I by the way, I watch these because like everybody watches them. I feel like it's one of those times where you have this communal like thing. Like, I don't really care about it all that much, but I'm gonna watch it. And you always want some great moment. I love the
Like the
Ricky
Super Bowl.
Gervais and Chris Rock. Like, give me somebody who's gonna say something that's gonna upset some people. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what you want people to be upset after watching this.
I
Let
want.
someone's nipple ring come out.
Yeah. I
That I'm
want.
Cock
in
ring.
for.
Cock ring for that matter.
I want some sort of. When they all sit there and lick each other's ass.
Boycott.
I'm like, whatever. Like when somebody's in there ruffling some, I like a little feather ruffling every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like your
Right.
mom, Frank. Just how your mom likes that kind of thing.
That's two. That's two against my mom. One more, and I'm gonna start to get upset.
And I'm gonna throw my sink at you.
Oh, I forgot to bring the
My
sink
sink
thing up
caddy.
still. Yeah.
Oh, that's two. That's two in a row for you too. That's the sink caddy still downstairs,
What a failure. What a
and we
failure.
should have autographed it. We got a few requests for it to be autographed. We
Yeah.
should do it.
Did he
Next
mention
thing.
your name because you have the list of the nominees?
Correct.
Oh.
Now, do you want which category do you want first? Best television series, musical?
Yeah. Let's hear this.
That's a good one.
Okay. We've got there's 5 altogether. Emily in Paris.
By the way,
Okay,
I'm
watch
gonna
that, yeah.
pick. Janine, you can do this too. I'm gonna pick all the winners tonight, having not seen half of these shows.
You're gonna pick the winners. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep track of your
Yeah.
picks.
Keep a tally.
All right.
Go ahead.
So we got Emily in Paris, which I've seen a few episodes. It's not bad. The Flight Attendant, which I really liked.
Didn't disappoint there. Emily in Paris. Frank watched that. Everybody's so surprised. Would you watch that in between fucking?
That's 2 in a row.
He snuck a couple
What does
episodes
that
in
mean?
between Rachel Maddow and Anderson Cooper. Go ahead.
What does Emily in Paris have to do with that?
I don't know. It just sounds.
See, you don't even know what you're talking about. You
No,
have
I don't.
No clue what that meant.
Nope.
You took a stab and it didn't track, but that's all right. All right. Flight Attendant.
Yep.
HBO Max. That was good. The Great on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me the networks too. That's important. Go ahead.
Schitt's Creek. CBC.
Yep. It started in Canada. Go ahead.
And Ted Lasso. Apple TV Plus.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek is the obvious winner, but I liked Flight Attendant a lot.
Okay. All right.
Flight
Put Janine
Attendant.
down
I'll
for
pick
Flight
mine.
Attendant, and I'm Schitt's
Mine,
Creek.
I'll say Schitt's Creek, even though I like Flight Attendant.
All right, and
And
then
we just had this conversation in our group.
and then
message
whoever
too,
gets
because-
this wrong has to use the sink caddy for a year. Go ahead.
No.
I'm already using it.
Anything but that. No. Take
All
my
right,
life.
best-
Take my kids.
Best actor in a television series drama.
Go ahead.
All right, drama TV. We've got Jason Bateman, Ozark. That's
Oh,
a great
yes. Oh, yes.
one. All right, easy now. Holy crap. What in the hell was that?
Wait, Tim is going to
Definitely-
use
that
that
kid-
on the Clips channel. That's for damn
Oh, yeah,
sure.
he is.
We got Josh O'Connor from The Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Al Pacino, Hunters.
Mm.
And Matthew Reese, Perry Mason.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a tough category.
This is tough. Nobody liked that.
Man, it's tough who I'm going to pick, too.
Yeah, I'll write yours down right now.
Nobody liked that Pacino show. That got nothing. I thought that was going to be huge. That got nothing.
Right.
It was a boner killer.
Yeah, big boner
Okay.
killer.
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Odenkirk. I have a feeling Bateman's gonna win, but I'll go with Odenkirk.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go with Janine and go with Bateman on this one.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna win this one.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason Bateman. Okay. Best actress in a limited series or motion picture made for television.
Janine?
Do we want that?
Janine, for pretending this episode was interesting. Go ahead.
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
I want to thank
All right,
God.
so we got Kate Blanchett, Mrs. America.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy Edgar Jones, Normal People.
Mm.
Shira Haas, Unorthodox. That's Anthony's favorite, I think.
Oh, she was good. Yeah, that
On
show
what?
was Unorthodox.
Oh yeah, she was good.
Remember that? The show that you made me
Yes.
watch. That you turned my wife onto that show, then I had to sit there and watch poor Jewish girl trying to escape psychopaths. Go ahead.
Let's see. Then we got Nicole Kidman, The Undoing.
Ooh.
She was good, but I think so far we got Shira Haas. It was great. Then we got Anya Taylor-Joy, The Queen's Gambit.
Ooh.
She was really good.
Oh, this is a tough one, but
That's
I'm
tough.
gonna go with Gambit.
You Gambit it?
Gambit girl.
Gambit Girl?
Yeah,
All right.
there's a lot of buzz on that show too. That I was thinking about that one.
I'll go Shira
We just
Haas.
watched it this past week.
Yeah, there's also something to be said about the newer shows. Give me the Unorthodox girl. I liked her.
All right,
Let's
Shira.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Best Director? Do you care? Motion picture?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Sorry, Janine.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
All right.
And then we'll do best
Director.
movie, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Best Director, Motion Picture. Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Women. David Fincher, Mank from Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Regina King, One Night in Miami.
Okay.
Aaron Sorkin, The Trial of the Chicago 7, which was an awesome movie.
Was it?
I didn't see that one.
Really good. Sacha Baron Cohen, a bunch of people in it. It was really good. Chloe Zhao, Zhao, Nomadland. What are we thinking? I'll go Sorkin.
Yeah, me too.
This is tough. This is tough because you got Fincher, who's a legend.
Right.
Sorkin, who this is what, his second or third time out of the gate directing. He's more a writer than a director. I love Regina King, but that movie is getting some buzz, but I don't know if it's getting buzz for directing.
Right.
Give me Regina King. I think she's going to get it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, because that seems right. Because that seems like she deserves it
What do
after
you
her
think?
career.
Girls.
She can get the
Right.
Golden Globe, but not the Oscar. That's about probably the way that's going to go.
Janine, your pick?
Sorkin.
All right,
What's his first name?
do actor and
Aaron.
actress.
Oh, okay.
Do actor and
Actress,
actress,
motion
and then we'll do movie. Go ahead.
Problem is there's actress and actor, motion picture drama, and there's motion picture musical or comedy.
Let's do both.
Ah!
No, give me the musical and comedy. We did drama on TV.
Okay, actress, motion picture, musical comedy.
Yeah.
You got Maria Bakalova.
Are they still doing them as separate categories, male and female, or have they combined them?
Yeah, separate.
All right. Well, let me apologize
Actor
to our
and actress.
I wonder why
transgender
they don't need
community then.
this.
Yeah, that's not nice. Go ahead.
There's
Virtual.
actor and actress. So this is actress and motion picture, musical comedy. Maria Bakalova from Borat.
She was good.
Uh,
She got nominated for a Golden Globe. Good for her.
That's hilarious.
okay, we got Kate Hudson from Music.
Mm-hmm.
We got Michelle Pfeiffer, French Exit.
Okay.
This has happened before the pandemic, right?
We've
Definitely.
got Rosamund Pike, I Care a Lot. And Anya Taylor-Joy from Emma,
I'm gonna go with the first
Which
one
is-
from Borat.
which Anya Taylor-Joy is also the one from Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, give me her.
Oh yeah.
You want her?
Give me her and put Janine down for Borat. By the way, Sacha Baron Cohen just said that if Chicago 7 or Borat loses at the Golden Globes, he's going to hire Rudy Giuliani to contest it. So I like that move a lot.
All right, yeah, I'll go with Maria as well from Borat. Okay, now that was Best Actress in a Musical Comedy. These are kind of then it was Best Actor in a Drama. There's so many categories.
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna be here forever.
Just do Best
do movies
Actor,
right
and
now.
then we're going to do movie. That's it. 2 more.
Do you want Best Actor from Musical or Comedy
Yes.
or Drama?
No. Comedy.
Okay, then hang on. Okay, you got Sacha Baron Cohen for Borat,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
James Corden from The Prom, Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton.
Oh, because it got released on Disney Plus.
Right, and it's a musical.
Give me Lin Manuel. Don't even. I don't even want. You can keep reading them, but I'm picking Lin Manuel right now. I want to be known. I picked him third, and I picked him as soon as I heard him. I didn't even wait.
All right.
This is like going all in when you don't look at your cards in Texas Hold'em.
That is rough. Okay.
All in.
We got Dev Patel, The Personal History of David Copperfield.
Feeling better about my choice by the second. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
right.
And Andy
more.
Samberg from Palm Springs.
Oh, fuck that guy. I feel great about my selection.
Yeah, I'm going with Lin-Manuel.
Same
Jay
here.
Sabs, Lin.
Same here.
You going with Lin Manuel? I thought you were going to stay with your
Mm-hmm.
Borat.
No, he's gonna win. I'm not. This is like when I got a 2 and a 3. Okay. I'm not gonna go all in.
You know, he's
Got a
poker
deuce.
analogy.
Deuce and a 3.
You know me. I feel like our country
Different
can survive anything. I don't know if we could survive Lin-Manuel Miranda not winning a fucking award. I don't think it can. I don't think we can make it
he'll
through.
do it.
He's won Tonys.
He's won everything. I'm saying if he doesn't win, we're in trouble.
Oh,
we
he's
would
got to win
collapse.
everything. You mean?
Yeah.
I got you. So now we're gonna do Best Picture.
Yep.
Problem with that is there's Best Picture drama, or there's
Ugh.
Best Picture comedy or musical.
Ugh.
Let's just do comedy or musical. Nobody gives a shit about that. All right, do drama. Do it fast. Do drama first, and then comedy or musical.
All right, drama. You got The Father, Sony Pictures classic, Mank from Netflix, Nomadland, Searchlighted Pictures, Promising Young Woman, and The Trial of Chicago 7.
I haven't not heard of any of them. I'll be honest.
I'll go with Trial of Chicago 7 because it's the
Same.
only one I saw out
Same.
of those, and it was really
I'm
good.
gonna go with that too.
See, there's no, what are we doing then?
Way to make it
All
That's the
interesting.
only one I heard of.
All
All
right.
right, so now we got Best Picture, comedy, or musical. It is Borat.
By the way, can we stop with this comedy or musical bullshit? Like, just give the musicals their own thing so we can enjoy the comedy category together, and not that we got to
Right.
sit there when there's a
And first of
musical.
all, no. Right.
Right?
No one even likes musicals.
No.
Come
There are
on.
people that like musicals.
Nobody
I'm a chick, I
really
don't
likes
even like
it.
them.
Everybody
mean-
loves Hamilton.
I still haven't seen that.
Look, you should watch it.
Neither
It was
have I.
really good.
I know.
I wish I could be anti something here, but it was fantastic. But here's a problem because it's always like one musical or two. Nobody's making 5 musicals a year. That's the
No.
issue. But I still think you stick them in the category with 2 and just leave it there and let us get 5 good comedies in these categories.
Right.
Go ahead, Frank.
All right, so we got Borat, subsequent movie film.
I feel like if Trump was reelected, he would have gotten this done in the second term. But that's just me. Go ahead.
Right.
Hamilton,
Okay.
Palm Springs, the Andy Samberg movie. Music,
Mm-hmm.
and The Prom.
First of all, the prom I thought was dog shit. I thought people were killing that movie.
I never saw it. I don't know.
And it was the Corden
Hamilton's gonna win, but I love Borat.
I'm going Borat.
one. Is Palm
I know
Springs
Hamilton.
really that good?
That's what I was just gonna
It
say.
is good.
Like
It is good.
you watched it?
Yes.
It looks like one of his
It's
other
not
stupid movies.
No, it's not a stupid movie. It's not like, it's not like
Daddy's Boy.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not Daddy's Boy. It's a serious, but it's comedy. He's not being goofy. It's not a goofball comedy. It's a comedy.
Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll watch that movie.
But it's decent. It's good. So what are your picks? Yeah.
For this one, Jesus. I didn't
I'm
give
gonna have to
Borat.
go Hamilton,
You going Hamilton?
I think I'm going to go
even though I
Borat.
want Borat.
All right.
I'm going to go
Borat.
Borat for the upset.
All right.
Yeah.
February 28th, baby. And we get the winners. Are we betting anything? Should we bet something?
Yes, we should bet
I
something.
bet you an 8-piece chicken finger at PDQ.
Oh, loser buys PDQ.
Oh,
Loser
that's like I'd rather bet $50 because that's going to be that's a big bill. it's not cheap.
I don't get hurt by comments. Really, they don't bother me at all. But one guy in the comments was like, "Jesus, $56 for fast food," and that kind of hurt a little bit. That hurt my soul.
No,
You were like, oh.
that's not. I don't think that's a shot at you. I think
No.
that's a shot at how expensive it is.
It wasn't a shot at me. I don't even think it was a shot at how expensive it is. But I did pay $56 for fast food, and it did hurt. But it was good. It was worth it.
Look at when we used to go to movie theaters. How much did you pay? I mean, did you take the kids to any movies in the theaters?
Yeah, that was like a $300 day.
It's insane. It's
Just
like
bend over
$20
when
a
you
head
walk in the
just to
movie
get
theater.
in.
In fact, I have a conspiracy theory that it was parents all over the world that started COVID, so they didn't have to take their stupid kids to the movies.
There's another conspiracy theory for you guys. Have fun. Take it and run.
Spread that shit
Wait,
around.
did you have the? I didn't look. But was the arrow next to the Golden Globes thing? Because it's gone now.
Yeah, it was. It just moved off.
Oh, all right. It moved on.
Don't take a shot at the technical team of the Anthony On Air podcast. They're doing
You
amazing.
are
real.
the technical team, so I'm taking a shot at you.
Oops.
What are we gonna do? Here's the thing, though, because there's gonna be one winner and two losers unless we tie.
Ooh.
There is going to be. All right. So the chances that it'll be one winner. What should we bet? I don't know.
How about loser has to buy the other two? No, winner has to buy the other two. Winner has to buy the other two.
Well, there might be
losers.
one. No, there might be one of us who gets the least amount right, and they have to buy the other two.
We picked 8 categories. The chances are there's going to be one winner and 2 losers. So I'd say
No, but I'm saying one of the losers could lose more than the other loser.
Ooh.
Oh, that's true. We don't have to go by that. We just say
All right,
there's one winner.
Let's do it this way. In the comments, let us know what the bet should be, and then
What should
next
the stakes
episode.
be on this one?
Yeah, next episode we'll come
let
back
us
and
know.
we'll lock it
Use
in.
your imagination. Go nuts. 'Cause, something to do with the show. There should be money. Should it be we buy something for
No, I think it should be something embarrassing and painful. To be honest with you, not like
we have to
actual
do a whole
pain.
episode with something stupid on our face or something like that.
Yeah, I want to be. Somebody should be embarrassed to all hell. Those are always the good ones.
Keep it in the guidelines of YouTube and
Yeah,
Or not.
whatever.
or don't. We can always put that episode on OnlyFans. I've been dying.
Loser
Boom.
has to wear a Donald Trump t-shirt that says "I love Trump."
Nope.
Now it's a
Yes.
good one.
Yep.
That'd be a good one for Frank if he loses. We could do personal
Yeah,
ones
because we could do personal ones.
where each one of
Yeah,
us
but it
gets
doesn't
a
mean
thing.
as much to you as it would to me.
No, but I'm saying
Like,
for
No,
Janine
if
and
you wore a Biden one, it wouldn't mean as much. You don't care as much.
I don't give a shit. But
Exactly.
we could figure out something else for me and something else for Janine that equals that.
You have to shave all your facial hair.
I can't
Him or
do
me?
that. I can't do that because I'll look like I have no problem looking like an idiot for the show. I can't look like an idiot for a week and a half.
Come on, yes you can.
I don't know.
You've done it before. I've seen you.
I swear to God, I have not shaved this
It's got to be 20 years.
25 years. I was gonna say, yeah,
No way, really?
yeah,
Have you ever
You
seen him
should.
without it?
No, I don't think
you
so.
have.
yeah.
No.
I think high school was the last time I seen you without it.
That was about the last time I made a mistake shaving, and I had to take it all off. After that, I was always back on. The famous story is I had a job at Morgan Stanley. They were like, "We need you to shave your beard, or else we gotta let you go." And I was like, "All right, guys, it's been great." And they were like, "All right, come back." We were just kidding.
Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah,
You took a stand on your beard.
yeah. Guys pulled me aside like 4th or 5th weekend. They were like, "You got to shave. We're like a professional thing." I was like, "Cool. I'll see you guys around." I don't give a shit. Like,
They can't get away with that crap now.
no, they
They don't
can't.
need to do anything.
Nope.
No, they
For some
cannot.
reason they could 20 years
I could
ago,
walk
but-
in a job with a fake cock in my pants and they can't even do anything.
Actually, she does do
Okay.
that. I've seen her do it. It's pretty amazing.
You have.
Yeah.
Actually coming out the tip of my pants and my underwear.
That they
Can't
could
say
say
anything.
something.
Yeah.
No, they can't. That's something they could say.
It's just silly putty.
No.
Touch it. It's just silly putty.
What about loser has to wear a fake penis on their head? No, I don't think we could do that. That might not be.
No, I don't think
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But the Trump one for Frank is really good. That's a really good one.
I know. That's why. Or he can wear a hat, the Make America Great Again hat.
Not happening.
Oh, Make America Great Again hat
Frank,
would be fantastic.
Not happening.
Come on, that's fun.
Is
Frank.
it?
Yeah, that would be really fun.
No, it's not fun. It's the opposite of fun.
Look, he's getting uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
I would wear like a Rangers hat. I would hate to do that.
All right, I would wear an Islanders hat. I hate to do that.
No,
you
would
listen to
have
Dave
to wear
Matthews.
a Donald Trump shirt.
I would do all kinds of other stuff, but that goes against everything I stand for, and I can't do it.
Oh my God, you're being really serious too.
I am serious.
No, you got to do this.
But
this is
it's a
fun.
game.
Yeah,
it's
this is
game.
fun.
I have no problem with the game. I'll bet.
I just think that
Okay.
Janine, I think we have to come up with something that is equally as embarrassing that
Don't
we
worry,
would want to do.
While we're talking,
This isn't about being embarrassed. This is about, like, if you said something like, all right, you have to, I don't know, renounce your religion. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that either. There are certain things I would not do.
Religion and political party are not the same thing.
I'd renounce my
not.
religion before I shaved my beard. That's just how I feel.
Too bad. I already ordered a size large Donald Trump T-shirt, Frank. So
Nice.
Enjoy wearing it.
Nice.
It's not coming here.
No,
it
Frank,
shows
you
up on
could,
my doorstep. It's being burned.
you could do this. Let me just think about what would be equally as embarrassing for the rest
This
of us.
isn't about being embarrassed. It's something I will not wear.
I could wear a T-shirt
Oh
that
my
says "I love
God.
politics."
for 10 minutes,
That'd be embarrassing.
No.
you're gonna get
What?
ripped apart in the comments right now, Frank.
No, here's what I
Good.
would do. Here's what I would do that'd be equally embarrassing. I'll wear a T-shirt that says "I'm thinking about joining a political party."
I
Lame.
like that.
I'm trying to think about things that I wouldn't be caught dead wearing, like that you're doing.
You have to put something in your butt.
You want me to put something in my butt?
You have to do the butt vaccine from China.
I will do it.
Well, he's
Everybody
definitely
hear
gonna get commented now.
I will do it. I'll do it on. I'll do
do
it.
it.
I'll do it on the show. I'll have my wife do
No,
it.
don't do it on the show.
I'll do it.
I don't want you
Not gonna
to.
see anything.
You just came up with the worst thing that I could possibly want to experience. I would never ever want to do that. I'm starting to regret where my picks are at. I wish I would have taken this more seriously. But
I think we went into this a little foolhardy. We didn't really take this seriously before we started.
But I think that that's fair. I think you just hit on something that is as disgusting and awful and grotesque as you wearing a Trump shirt. Like the anger you have and your inability to want to wear a Trump shirt is the exact same way I feel about having a Q-tip, parked in my garage.
I don't know, man.
Nice explanation.
Now we just have to come up with something for Janine.
That's a tough one because there's very few things I could think of.
It is really tough. It is really tough. Yeah, because there's nothing I don't think that bothers her or that she wouldn't really do if you gave her like $5. So
Shave your head.
$5.
I was gonna say shave the head
your
too, but then like I don't want her walking around
extreme.
the next
Yeah,
Tuesday
that's
without.
like months.
Yeah.
You don't want to look at me like that.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
How long does it take for eyebrows to grow back?
Oh God.
What would
That's a
be
few
embarrassing for Janine? A Biden shirt?
She wouldn't care.
No, she doesn't
You
care
wouldn't
that
care
much.
about that. What do you care about?
Yeah, what do you care about?
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Definitely
We
not
have-
you guys.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Or preparing for
I
this
hate
podcast.
You know when or this podcast. Just wearing an Anthony on Air T-shirt like the whole day when I go out. Oh my God.
You have to show up on time for the podcast
No. That's tough.
Yeah.
and not yawn once.
No.
Oh, that's really tough.
What would be good? What is something that you hate?
Being called homely. Ugh.
She did
Your
hate
new
that in the
nickname.
beginning. A lot of
That-
people
that-
did that. We can get you a shirt
One
that says homely with an arrow pointing up. We can get that.
Oh God, no.
See, I would wear that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I see that. It's totally different with my thing. I can't. Pick something else for me. I'll put a penis on my head.
I already ordered it.
No, if I'm gonna do the up the butt thing, you're doing the
Don't do
please.
the up the butt thing.
That's yours is way
this
easier
is the
than
Golden
mine.
Globes for crying out loud. Okay.
I know we got to make it interesting.
We're not putting this.
And we got to wrap this up. So we got to come up with something for Janine.
We gotta think about it.
I don't know if
the
we're gonna
homely
solve
thing
it.
is good.
The homely thing. No, the homely thing you're kind of getting off easy there.
I'll sit through 6
I
hours
hate
of
being
Adam
called a
Sandler
nerd.
movies.
6 hours of Adam Sandler. Wait, is there a food that you hate to eat that disgusts you?
Oh,
You
I don't
think
know.
she's gonna tell us? She knows what's at stake here.
I know.
Yeah.
But we'd be able to.
I
love everything.
We'd be able
I
to.
hate filet mignon.
We'd be able to get this information from other friends that actually care enough about Janine to know this.
That's true. Yeah, we know very little about you.
What about like a bug? Would you eat like a bug or something like that?
No.
Oh, she hates bugs. All right, you got to put your hand in like a fish tank full of bugs.
Oh God.
We'll get like just a bunch of crickets from a pet store,
Yeah. Like what's that?
and you got to stick your arm in there and hold it there for 10 minutes.
No, like what's like the Fear Factor thing when they used to like eat bugs? Like let's. I
don't wanna eat
Janine.
I think there's- Isn't there like a PETA thing we'll get in trouble with? We can't kill animals on the show.
Fuck PETA. It's a bug.
All right, I'm just saying.
Never mind.
Look, I'm down with
Really
PETA when
dirty
they're
joke.
like, "Hey, let's treat the horses better." Okay, I'm with you there. But bugs, like, come on, you know.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the rules are on YouTube and all of the platforms we're on, but I don't know if you could kill.
How about this? In the
Stuff.
comments,
I'm not sure.
please suggest what you think my punishment
Snakes.
should be.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about snakes?
Depends. Does a snake have a lot of veins?
Real snakes, the animal, the reptile.
How great was that pretzel video?
That was a good video. Yeah, that was a
Thank
good
you.
video. Yeah. Janine sent us a TikTok where the girl thought the pretzel was a guy's bibbity boop, and it wasn't. It was funny.
No, it was a pretzel. It looked
It
like
wasn't.
a little veiny and weird.
I feel like Janine has said things that she hates on this show. I just cannot remember one of them.
I wish I paid attention to what Janine hated.
I know.
If anybody remembers in the comments,
Yeah. We'll have to read
tell
the
us what
comments.
Janine hates because I can't remember.
All right, we'll figure out Janine's on the next episode. We'll
I
figure
am
that
not
out.
wearing a Trump anything.
Yes,
by
he
the
is.
way.
Yeah, you are. It's
Not
too
happening.
good.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
hate
that's
that
so
voice.
much fun. That is so
It's
much
not
fun.
fun for me.
You think I want something stuck up my rear end? I think this
I
is
think
an
you do.
awful idea.
Frank was like, "I'll do that. I'm in."
yeah.
I'm not
Two
wearing.
or
I'd
three
rather do
fingers.
that. I'd rather do that than wear the Trump thing.
No, I would rather wear Donald Trump himself than have something stuck up my rear end.
Thanks for that image.
There you go. Let's take that to bed with you. All right, that's it for us. We'll figure out Janine's part of this whole thing, and we'll spend the next 3 weeks convincing Frank
Janine has
to
to
do it.
administer the test for Anthony.
I would find joy in that.
No, listen, I will do this under one condition. My wife is the only one who could do it.
Not Frank.
No.
I'm not going anywhere near anything like that.
My wife is the only one who could do it, and here's the thing with that. You know she'll do it because she's been trying to do it every fucking 3 seconds. She tries to stick a finger up there, thinks it's hysterical, which it's not. Janine, why do
No, you got to do it
wives
to yourself.
Why do wives do that? Why do wives think it's so funny to poke their husbands in the rear end? I don't get it.
I don't know. Why do you guys find it funny to do that to us?
Because we freak out when it happens.
That's true. We do
the
freak out.
reaction.
I get really
But why
upset
do
when
you
she
like to
does
do it to us
I don't know.
when our parents are in the room?
Okay, we're getting.
I think we just uncovered something here.
All right. Appreciate you guys watching and or listening. AnthonyOnAir.com has all our links and information. Oh, by the way, we hit 100,000 views on one of our last episodes on Facebook.
Ooh.
Cool.
I want to thank we've surpassed that on YouTube before. We've done really well on the audio downloads. But we've
Very
never
nice.
been able to crack that 100,000 mark on Facebook, and we finally did. So
Thank you
for
to
that.
everyone who helped with that.
Yeah,
Thank
big
you.
thanks to everybody for that.
And tell us you want to win the sync thing.
And yes, in the comments below, say I want to win the Sing thing, and you'll be entered. We'll do that next week. We'll give that away next week, right? 2 weeks, we said?
Well, I think we 1 week. I think we did it. We started it on Friday, so this Friday should be the end of it.
So next episode.
Oh, God.
Next episode, we give away the Sing thing.
Next episode. Yeah.
All right, tremendous. All right, we'll see you then.